In today's session, we have Michelle. Can I get a whoa whoa? Welcome to the 10K
Oh,
Club. Woo-hoo. Well done. I'm super proud of you. Well
thank
done.
you.
And so what, Michelle, what was the biggest problem that you initially had that drove you to making a decision to join Clients and Automation?
Yeah, my previous business coach was like, as long as you show up authentically on social media and share everything, people will be organically attracted to you and you'll get all the clients you need. And I did that and I became obsessed because I didn't have the amount of clients that I needed and spread myself way too thin. So I was like, Ed, I need your help.
No, I hear that one. Like that's I really do feel like for a lot of people today, especially when you're starting up a business or wanting to grow in today's market, it's become like people think that's what a business is. Posting consistently on any sort of social media channel means that you have a business. And because we've been doing this so long, I was, had a simple page structure before social media. So it was easier to see the difference. But I'll be truthful straight up. I don't think most people really see the difference. They don't understand it. And it's getting harder and harder. So I really do feel for a lot of people that have got stuck down there. Emotionally, how did that make you feel?
Oh my gosh, terrible. I've never been so emotionally unbalanced in my entire life. Um, and coming from this place of finally finding emotional balance after, I became very sick and I developed my program to heal. It was a very odd place to be in.
Mm.
And so I would find myself really struggling to balance all this self care with this tremendous outflow of energy without ever really finding that support or connection between my clients and myself.
Because what I hear it like, I actually just heard it on a session with a lady, and what happens is that because they're you're following the wrong process to get clients paid in today's market. What happens is a lot of self-worth issues start to come out because like someone might be really good at what they're doing or be passionate about what they're doing, and they're trying to do something that they think it's not their fault. They think it's going to be the quickest avenue, and then nothing really happens. And so it creates a lot of frustration, anxiety. And then it's kind of the analogy I go, like, you're running south, and you're running, so you're doing good stuff, but you're running south and you want to go north. And so it's like, someone going, well, maybe I'm not a good runner. Well, you're running great, it's just you're running in the wrong direction, and no amount of motivation or positivity stops you. It's just you've got the wrong method. So look, I get that. What was it that you saw initially or heard or that allowed you to think maybe this is a quicker way or quicker path for you?
A truck came by on your last part of the sentence. What did I see initially that allowed me to
what, what is it that you heard or saw that allowed you to think this is going to be a better option for me?
Oh, yeah. So the only thing I saw was the testimonial video from Anna. And she explained how she's been doing this for a while and she just was going to give up because it was just ridiculous of how
Mm.
much she was putting out there, and she knew what she had to offer was good, but it was just not working. And she's like,
Mm.
she went out to lunch with a friend and she's like, okay, I'm telling you, this is it. And then she met you, and here she is on her 10K testimonial video. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like I can completely resonate with her. I know what I have to offer is amazing and it works, not only because I did it, but
Mm.
physiologically it makes a lot of sense. And I was like, okay, like I can do this. And I was like, here we go.
That's amazing. I love that. So you
So
watched
it's
the
the
whole testimony, you watched like the whole video.
the whole thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
amazing. And here
Mhm.
you are now. That's so cool. Because like again, like she'd been posting for 6 years,
Yeah.
podcasting, and that's we do kind of. I was talking to one of our consultant clients today, and it's almost like become this, it's okay just not to get anything in return. And it's a like like the most of people that start something online today know that they're not going to get anything back in return. I'm like, this is a business. Like there's a difference. Like I get, like building brand and, organics come at a different stage, but starting up a business, you need to make cash, and there's nothing wrong with that, because otherwise you can't sustain anything. And it's primal, like it's basic survival skills, which I don't think people, that's why the majority of people give up, because they don't make it work. So look, I love that. What do you think you've liked, what's been the best for you so far, whether it's going through the program, following that process, whether it's the done for you funnels, whether it's the elements of email sequences or ads or closer process or framework, live consultation clinics, the support, the messaging, what is it specifically that's the most value to you?
It is your divine masculine essence, Ed. So like really awakening spirituality and from the spiritual standpoint, and all my previous coaches have been females and very divine feminine energy, kind of like show up, give, never really receive, no real strategy or linearity or tasking or action oriented type of coaching or direction. And the one thing I told to Eric when I talked to him was like, I need focus because I have so much to give and I'm giving a million things, but I know it will be so much more powerful if I can just focus on one thing. And that has been incredibly helpful. So just focusing on developing my program, focusing step by step, going through COA, and probably the most valuable tool that I've truly embodied and practiced is the closer process. That, I mean, it is magical. I was always very afraid of feeling salesy, but I love how you can truly connect with a client when you use this. And I mean, it's amazing. Thank you.
My pleasure. To the closer process, I mean I've just got off the phone with doing a deal with a consultancy client, and he was like, this is amazing, like you're not selling me. And I'm like, I know it's not, it's just understanding what to say and how to say it so that people are heard. And
Right.
when they are heard, there's a different level of understanding. It's what I call reverse selling. You're actually not selling anything. And I don't see, like, I never get called salesy ever, but yet I'm very direct in how I can get someone to move further forward in the decisions that they want without being fluffy
Yeah.
and rude at the same time. You don't need to. But it's hey, look, thanks for that. When you say masculine, what did you say at the beginning? Masculine, divine masculine energy, is that what you said? What does that
Yes.
mean to you?
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, are you familiar with the caduceus? Do you
Mm-hmm.
know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you know how the Ida and Pingala, you have your
Mm-hmm.
beautiful serpents wrapped around the middle staff. So the middle line is very much like the Tao, it is the divine, it is that energy, perfectly balanced and pure. Then we have these two serpents symbolizing divine feminine and masculine.
Mm.
And so when I say divine masculine, it is that complete opposite polarity of the divine feminine. It is the solar energy. It is very direct. It is focused, extremely powerful, full of heat, but coming from this most pure, loving, compassionate place. And so that is very much you in my eyes, and I'm just so grateful that you brought that into my business, because it's balanced, that divine feminine energy that can be a bit chaotic if it's not balanced by the divine masculine.
I love that. That was a very good explanation,
Thank
but
you.
very clean as well, because sometimes that can get a bit abstract, but that was very good. Makes a
Thank
lot
you.
of sense. So that brings me to, if you were to tell someone what, and they were on the edge of joining, what would you say to them?
This is everything that you need, and that everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why you're here presented with this opportunity. And if you really feel like you are stuck and you've been giving your business everything you've got and you haven't received what it is you deserve, then I highly recommend connecting with Ed because he's magical and he will make all your dreams come true. And this isn't like fluffy unicorn, la la la, put it out there, manifest it. It's like strategy,
Mm,
which I love.
I like that. Do you believe everything happens for a reason,
Absolutely.
regardless of whether it's good or bad?
Oh, yes. Amen. And I believe those really challenging times are what shape our character and build us to be the strongest, best version of ourselves. And, the more we can accept that and move forward, the easier it is.
What did it mean to you when you secured your client at those magic numbers? Like sometimes people call them like angel numbers, or do you call it like a specific? Because it was threes first, and then it went to
Yes.
fives. I love that.
Three,
So,
four, five.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I 3333 is
Yeah.
very much that like divinity, right? And when it repeats in four, it symbolizes compassion or the anahata, the heart chakra space. So it's being able to connect, collaborate, and heal someone through channeling this divine source, but also through that channel of connection and love.
Mm,
And so after I secured that, I was like, okay, let's bump it up to 444. And that is very much like your angels are supporting you, like continue your due diligence, like they've got your back. And then 5555, which is the number I'm at now, is very much so symbolic of spiritual transformation and growth. So I love that because spirituality is not my background. It is what saved my life. And so it is very cool to apply the science of numerology and then
mm.
also to witness the magic of it and how powerful it is.
Oh, I love that. Michelle, give yourself a hand. That was amazing. You know,
Thank you.
thank you so much for being such an amazing client, because it doesn't work without people like yourself, and you are full of loveliness and healing beautifulness, and your clients are lucky to have someone like yourself seriously, that in today's world with so much going on, people need wonderful people like yourself. So I want to say thank you for always turning up, showing up, and being, regardless of what you're going through, you were always communicating in such a caring, non-victim, loving way, and willing. And that's why it works well, because you're so easy. And so it doesn't work without amazing people like yourself. So that being said, welcome to the 10K Club. I'm so excited for the next steps. Let's get you clear on your next steps.